Hello, everybody. Video rules, mercy rule, tiebreakers when it comes to bracket play, etc. We figure out how teams are seated. We are a little different when it comes to the mercy rule. We are also a little different when it comes to tiebreakers. Tiebreakers are pretty similar, but don't forget to hit that like and subscribe here on the YouTube channel. Also, check out facebook.com/CBA Travel Baseball. Like and follow on the page. We're always offering special discounts in the land of social media. As usual, if you have any questions about any upcoming events, feel free to email me at derek@travelbaseballva.com. So let's get into the land of the mercy rule. The mercy rule for all Central Travel Sports events are as follows. And it's pretty simple, cut and dry. All 6 and 7 inning games, all ages, all levels, all events. It's 10 runs after 4, or 3 1/2 innings if the home team is ahead. Now, we do also have what I've come up with. It's a flip-flop rule when, unfortunately, and this does happen from time to time, where a team is just not having a good day on the field playing another team. Therefore, we have what we call a flip-flop rule for any team that is up 20 or more runs going into the third inning. So after 2 complete innings, if any team is up 20 or more runs going into the third inning, the team that is up by 20 or more will take the field or stay on the field, and the team behind will now bat. If that team doesn't score a minimum number of runs to make the game a 15-run differential, the game will be declared over. If the team behind manages to come back and continue, then that team will remain the visitor for the remainder of the game. This, again, is a version of the flip-flop rule. And, of course, if the home team has run-ruled the visiting team while at bat, the game is declared complete, and the winner is named. That is only the home team. So if you're the home team and you go into the bottom of the 4th inning, you're up 8-0, you score 2 runs, and you're up now 10-0, the game is declared over. FYI, a regulation game does consist of 6 innings for age divisions 13U and below, and 7 innings for age divisions 14U and over. Unless the game, of course, is shortened due to time limit, mercy rule, or field conditions, or extended by extra innings due to a tie. Now let's discuss tiebreakers. And let's get up to that. There it is. And FYI again, if you're not familiar or know where to find these rules, you can go to travelbaseballva.com/rules, and you can download the PDF to your smart device. Or you can feel free to print out all 23, 24 pages. So, pool play and tiebreakers. Now, this is, of course, for events where there's pool games that advance you to a bracket. So, of course, be familiar with the format of the tournament you are playing in, because we do a lot of different formatted events. We do round-robin events. We do double elimination, blind draw tournament events. We try to do things a little differently from time to time to make things a little more interesting compared to the same old, everybody go play 2 pool games, see what happens on Sunday kind of thing. So, therefore, once a tie is broken with 3 or more teams advance to the next tiebreaker rule until the tie is broken. So, our tiebreakers are as follows. Of course, number 1 is your win-loss record. Next would be head-to-head. Now, with head-to-head, if there is 3 or more teams tied, Head to head will be skipped. And then we go to fewest runs allowed. Then we go to highest total run differential. And if somehow we're still tied there, we go to total runs scored. And if for some miraculous reason we are still tied there, we will go to a coin flip best of 3. Now, head to head is considered only when 2 teams are tied. For 3 or more teams, head to head is skipped in favor of the next tiebreakers in order as above until a tie is broken. The maximum run differential per game is not capped. Total run differential is the sum of each game's differential. Some organizations, I know Nations does, for example, have a rule when it comes to differential. We do not. So if you beat a team 15-0, your differential will be 15. Biggest reason why I went to this rule specifically was we were getting some events that were being played when I was site directing or running tournaments when I worked for other organizations. It was just, we were tied all the way until basically number 5, where the problem when you get to number 5 is most organizations at number 5, they'll go to points or they'll go to the coin flip. So we're going to Nations points at the time when I was working for Nations. So I just thought it was kind of an unfair advantage for a team just because they had more points to advance and get a higher seed simply because of the amount of tournaments they had played. Because some teams it might have been their first or only their second event. Other teams it might have been their 5th or 6th event. So either way, that is the reason why I went away from the +8 -8 rule when it comes to differential, and ever since then I've yet to have an event that has gotten past differential when it comes to the tiebreakers are concerned. So that is how the tiebreaker system works. If you have any questions about it, as usual, again, you can email me, Derek at travelbaseballva.com, or you can speak to your site director on site of the weekend or day of the tournament you are participating in. FYI, Central Travel Sports is sponsored by Diamond Kinetics and Sports Thread, with Diamond Kinetics offers technology for the swing tracker and the pitch tracker to advance your players when it comes to hitting a baseball and to throwing a baseball. And Central Travel Sports uses Sports Thread exclusively when it comes to signing teams up for tournaments, making schedules, and for roster control. Remember, with Sports Thread, and Central Travel Sports, we are the only organization in the area that offers this for free. Sign up for your next event today and look forward to seeing you on the field.